So now we will do the same question calculating the subarrays maximum subarray sum, but here we will use Kadane's algorithm. It is most best algorithm because the time complexity is big of n. In this we will use only one for loop. So let's take an before taking an example, let's take the idea of the theorem. In the theorem says if we add positive and we get the output positive, take it. If positive sum of positive and negative is positive, take it. But if the sum of positive and negative means negative is large, and basically the if output is negative, any of the case means sum of negative numbers is also negative, sum of positive and negative may be negative. If the sum is negative, then take it as 0. So let's explain with you. We will use this example first, then after that the example of all negative. So yeah, no. Let's say this, yes. Current sum. In this, maximum sum initially will be minus infinity, and the current sum will be the first element. And let's explain first. Current sum will be, I will write the formula of current sum plus equal to array of I. Okay, so here initially current sum will be 0, first minus 2, but as we said, if the output is negative we will take as 0, and the max sum is minus infinity, and we are checking that if current sum is greater than max sum, then the max sum will be current sum, so it will also become 0. The next step, it's current sum plus array of 1, and which is minus 3. 0 plus minus 3 is minus 3, but it's negative, so it's 0, and max sum is again 0. Now we will add 0 plus 4, and that's 4, and this spot yes we will take, and here current sum is greater than max sum, so max sum will be changed. Now minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, but the current sum is less, so there will be no change in max sum. Now that's minus 2, so 3 minus 2 is 1, and current sum is less, so max sum will remain as it is. Then yes, 1 plus 1 is 2, no change in max sum, and 2 plus 5 is 7, 7. So now the max sum is less than current sum, so max sum will be 7, and now 7 minus 3 is 4, and it will remain as it is. So according to our analysis, the answer of max sum will be 7. So let's now try to code it. So here the array int numbers equals, let's copy this array, and we will make a function public static, and it will print, so void what void, let's say it's Kadane's, and we'll pass an integer array which is numbers in it, and here we call that function Kadane's, and yes, numbers, right. So as we see, first the int max sum is integer dot, as it's minus infinity, so min value, and int current sum will initialize with 0, and with the for loop I less than numbers dot length, and You maybe have a doubt that we are checking in one for loop.
It's 12 o'clock.
So what happened to this array? How will calculate this? So it's automatically calculated as the sum of this is negative at it's 0. Means we are not considering it. We are starting from here only. So it might be a little bit confusing, but 0 means we are not considering that negative sum. So yes, we are covering all the cases in this numbers here. And as we said, the current sum will be some numbers of that index. And here, if current sum is greater than max, then the value of max will become current sum. And for loop, yes, I think it's completed. Will the max sum will become max sum, I think. Let's verify. First, we have put max sum as minus infinity and current sum is this. Then we will check if the sum is negative. Wait. If the sum is yeah, current sum, if for I equal to 0, as I equal to 0, current sum will become minus 2, but the max sum will remain 0 because current sum is less, no changes. Here also max sum will become 0. Here the max sum will become 4 because the current sum will become 4 and current sum will be greater than max sum. And yes, so the answer should be 7 as we calculated here. Let's run it. Wait a minute, the answer is 2. Something we have missed. We have calculated this small. Wait, current sum is 0. Yes, for int this will go to max sum true, and if the current sum greater than, then only max sum will become current sum, otherwise that will true. Current sum, what is the wait a minute, I think this should be here. Current sum 0. In every iteration current sum should become 0 now. I guess. What's the issue? Let's check me this. Let's check. No. CS numbers if main value is 0 and CS and MS. We have skipped the most important if. It will be if current sum less than 0, then current sum will become 0. I think now it's done. Current, yes, sorry, actually we have missed that thing, the core. Yes, now it's complete. Let's just summarize it. So here what we have done in this, first we have done the maximum sum as minus infinity, and if the current sum is negative we will give 0, but the thing we missed that thing. So if we have the current sum formed as this, like 4, 0 plus 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, this is current sum calculation. And then it's the condition if by chance current sum becomes negative, like here the current sum was minus 2, we'll do it 0. And if the current sum exceeds the maximum, like in this case, so maximum will become 4 after 0. And yeah, it's done. And we'll just verify. Yes, it's 7. So let's discuss one more case. If all the numbers are negative in this, the sum will be 0 if all the numbers are negative. So what we'll do, there's a change in it. In this, for example, there is a plus b becomes negative. Let's take example of this only. Let's take example of 2 minus 1 and minus 2 is minus 3, and if I take start from minus 2 only, let's shuffle it. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 6, or minus 1. Yes, now it's correct. So the sum of first is minus 3, and if I add next, it's minus 5. But if I start from second element only, the sum will be minus 2. So the approach is, if we have this sum of, if a plus b is negative and b is also negative, but as a and b both are negative, so this will be more large and this will be smaller. So what do you think, what should we take? B na, this one. So what we will do, let's comment out. We will calculate like what will be the maximum of this, as in this max will be minus 2 na? This will be max. So here we will add some comparison thing. And one more thing, the maximum integer will start from numbers of I. We will numbers 0, sorry, and current sum will also be number of 0. Okay, we are considering this example, so let's change the array in the question. Minus 3, minus 2, according to us the answer should be minus 1 because it's the maximum sum only. So yes, and this will current sum will be this. Yes, and we will current sum will be what, math dot we are finding maximum, max of what, numbers of I with the current sum. As let's take example. Here the first, let's wait, let's dry run it for minus 3. So here the current sum will be minus 3 and maximum will also be minus 3, and now the current sum will be addition of this minus 5, but here the current sum is the current sum calculated then the number of I means index I, so index is minus 2, so instead of this will become minus 2 and it will also become minus 2 maximum. Now the sum of this, this will be minus 7. Now we have to the current sum will become minus 1, but number of I is minus 5, so this will become minus 5 and this will be minus 2 only. Now minus 5 minus 5 minus 6, but we will check with the index, this is -1, and yeah, it's small, it's larger than -2. -1 is larger than -2, so the maximum is -2. And yes, it's correct. Let's run the code, and the answer is yeah, -1. Thank you.